Sylvia isn't just an MC. She's Spark Connection, and as the host of the Primetime with Sylvia and a SkillsFuture trainer, she bridges digital complexity with everyday clarity for all ages. And from NTUC income to NYP, her journey reflects the SDCC spirit of lifelong learning and adaptation. And now, let's dive into her presentation about the future of learning, merging AI efficiency with human connection. So, Sylvia, the screen is yours.
Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to all the L&D professionals. Thank you so much for joining us for this webinar over here. Today, I won't be speaking about financial wellness or financial excellence at all. Let me share my screen over here. Just give me a moment. Oh, it's this the right screen? Is everyone looking at the right screen over here? Hi, Hilmi, is this the right
Yes.
screen? All right,
Yep.
okay. So let's kickstart over here. Now, today I'll be sharing a little bit more about the future of learning, merging AI efficiency with human connection. Now, I'm here to propose a program to you that aims to revitalize your traditional training frameworks. And of course, we'll still be leveraging on contemporary methodologies to enhance learning efficiency. Now, by integrating innovative techniques with scientifically backed up programs and practices, now this program seeks to equip L&D teams like you with the tools you require to foster employee growth. And not only that, elevate performance and also meet that very dynamic demands of today's workplace. All right, let's move on over here. Now, to all our L&D professionals out there, we hear you. All right, we hear your challenges out there. Now, these are the challenges that I put on the PowerPoint over here, and let me just elaborate a little bit more about it. L&D goals and vision. That's the first one on the top left corner over there. This is very important because it kind of like drive your workforce readiness. Now, according to research, there's 87% of executives cited that skills gaps is a major risk over here. Now, they also highlighted the urgent need of targeted workforce development to sustain competitive advantage. Now, it's all about closing the gaps risk, the skills gap risk in order to reduce your business risk. So, to all the L&D professionals out there, we hear you. This is one of your challenges. There are a few more challenges out there. We also have the strategic fit. This is, of course, all about whatever training programs that you have. It has to align with your company's goal. Now, you have to constantly meet all the evolving demands. And not only that, we understand that you must innovate urgently in order to align with the fast changing business needs with your diverse learner expectations out there too. Now, taking a look at the next challenges that we can recognize over here, engage and retain. Now, learning programs, of course, for all our L&Ds out there, it's all about engaging and retaining. It's all about boosting performances also. In fact, according to Gallup, which is actually a management consultancy firm, they said that only 30% of employees actively engage at work. And therefore, we understand that enhancing engagement is extremely essential to improve performance and retention for your company. Talking about limitations over here, all methods lack engagement, definitely. Now we have to modernize the L&D beyond the traditional training methods. And those static, those kind of static, one-dimensional training, kind of like lacks presentation and lacks personalization over there too. Now we have to adopt innovative, adaptive learning methods too, to increase relevance and of course, learner impact too. Now, this is where it brings to my point over here, AI together with human connections. This is all about personalized learning. Now, we need to balance AI adoption with emotional connections and EQ too, which is emotional intelligence. Now, all these rapid AI integration within the company, we knows about it, and it require you to have new strategies to enhance efficiency without compromising the human element in learning experiences. So we hear you on all these challenges over here. And of course, to all our L&D professionals out there now, what gets missed when EQ is being left out? Now, AI delivers speed. We all know that. It delivers insights too. We know that too. But it also introduces a very, very important critical blind spot. This is, of course, the erosion of emotional connection, context, and even human-centered judgment too. Now, AI, they do have their limitations. It lacks empathy, it lacks emotional nuisance, I would say, right? It cannot truly connect with people. It doesn't understand the context beyond program parameters or even navigate the complexities of human emotions out there. Now, AI, they don't have feelings, not at all. They don't even have consciousness or personal experiences. Now, some of you might argue with me, while it can actually stimulate a little bit of empathy and understanding out there, but the truth is that it doesn't actually feel anything at all. All right. AI can misread facial expressions. They can misunderstand your culturally influenced languages. And I guess most importantly, AI cannot build or sustain high quality connections that is absolutely necessary for human to thrive. Right? Now, that remains firmly in the realm of human connections and EQ, of course. Now, we have to integrate AI efficiency with human connections over there. That's why I put a point over there. Now, effective learning and development requires combining AI efficiency with human connections in order to have optimal impact out there. Right. And speaking of which, leaders out there too, the leaders, they need to learn how to balance tech with values. Leaders must balance technology adoption with people-centered values to maintain their leaders' trust and engagement out there. Pardon me, my voice is running out. I hosted the whole night last night. All right, now, this is actually a research by Harvard Business Review. Really strikingly to me, when the moment I saw it, Harvard Business Review said that the most common use of AI isn't technical. Can you believe it? It's emotional. What people have been trying to use AI for is actually therapy and companionship. They have become the top AI use case over here. Now, there's two new cases in the top five or so. You won't believe it. Let me share with you. It is actually organizing my life and finding purpose. You turn to AI for this too. Organizing my life and finding purpose. Now, this reflects a shift from technical to a more emotive applications kind of thing over the past years. Now, the fact that therapy and companionship is now the top use case for AI doesn't mean the technology is replacing emotional connection. Now, this is very important. It simply just means that people are looking for it whenever they can find it or wherever they can find it. People are turning to AI for emotional support. I think particularly where human connections is lacking or maybe inaccessible right there. Now, the rise of AI power companionship is not a solution. I believe you agree with me, right? The rise of AI power companionship is definitely not a solution. It's a signal that many communities and workplaces out there aren't meeting emotional needs through human channels, right? Sorry. Well, these are some examples that I put over here for not emerging human connections with AI efficiency. Now, AI can draft a performance review, right? You can just easily get it. But without human connections, the conversation to your employee may feel impersonal or sometimes even very critical. Now, these will leave the employee feeling very confused, very discouraged. That's where morale will be affected, and they will sooner or later feel disengaged too. On top of it, AI can also generate team goals. But again, without human connections, those goals might fall flat, right? Why is that so? Because it will fail to inspire, fail to align the team around a shared purpose, the common corporate mission that we all have together. Now, next up, of course, AI can suggest who to promote, right? To all the HR officers and executives out there. You can always, enter the AI, tell me who to promote, right? But without human connections again, decisions may be driven just by the surface level data that you have entered into the AI. We have overlooked on things like, for example, maybe leadership potential, team dynamics, or even readiness. Is the person ready for that position at all? So AI can suggest who to promote, but they still need human connections and EQ from you too. Now, next up, of course, AI can draft the strategy for you, right? But again, without human connections, the strategy may fail to engage all your hearts and minds, the morals of the company. Now, that will result in low buy-in and also low execution too. Sorry. Now, whenever AI optimize output, listen up, human connections optimizes the impact because results often move at the speed of relationship and not data driven documents. Okay. Now, human connection drives how quickly trust is being built, how the team is fast to align together, and of course, how well leaders will influence the outcome too. Moving on, let's take a look at this, which is AI and human connections works hand in hand in learning and development, of course. Now, AI and human connections are never, ever competitors. They are collaborators. They are the tools that will enhance each other, complement each other. AI provides data, efficiency, but you know what? Human connection provides interpretation. Now, the more we automate with artificial intelligence, the more we must lead with human connections. Let's take a look at a point A over here. Now, AI can scale information, right? Now, EQ makes sure that we don't lose a real connection in the process. Human connection can definitely help us discern which needs might be met through AI and which ones demand genuine human connections too. All right. Now, human connection translate insights into impact. Biasness. Come on, we are all humans. We are always favorism about something. Bias is another very critical issue out there. We also have leaders who need fluency in both AI tools and human connections for effective learning too. Now let's take a look at this. This is actually the innovative program that we have for personalized and collaborative learning over here. We have AI-driven adaptive learning, okay, personalized training. We have collaborative learning environments, data-driven program optimization, and of course the blending learning model too. All right, I'm left with 4 more minutes to go, so just let me hurry up a little bit over here. Now, this is the implementation strategy, the structure and scalability. We have program structure, blended learning combining with self-paced modules. We have virtual workshops and real-time feedback too. Of course, we have our assessment protocols too, whereby we have initial skills assessment with tailored personalized learning journey. We do have feedback loops, which is very important for us because we will need to have a continuous monitoring adjustment based on the learner's performance data too. Now, speaking about scalability, designed for organizations of all sizes, all right, whether you are from which organization out there, is adaptable across all industries out there. We also integrate it together with your L&D frameworks out there, enables the seamless integration with your existing frameworks and supports diverse learner needs too. Now, this is just something that I put inside the slide to let you just take a look at the ROI time, our productivity increase. I think you'll be able to get the slides from Hilmi, so I shall not, expand a little bit more about this. Now, these are the critical success factors if you were to adopt this program out there. All right. Now, of course, we will link training outcomes to business metrics. We will ensure clear ROI visibility by very strategically measuring the training effectiveness against key business performance indexes out there. We will also We'll also do a sustained behavioral change through ongoing reinforcement. How do we do it? I will actually implement continuous support mechanism to maintain learning retention and promote lasting behavior improvements too. We will also deliver scalable and high quality development. Of course, this is to enable reliable training delivery across the multiple teams and locations to maintain consistency. We hear you, L&D professionals out there. Consistency and quality is really important. All right. Now we integrate AI and EQ, or rather together human connection, for a very personalized journey. Now we use a differential approach, combining artificial intelligence and, of course, emotional intelligence to foster personalized, I would say, collaborative and continuous improving learning experience too. Now, this is where you'll be able to secure executive buy-in with data and alignment. We equip programs with compelling data and strategic alignment to gain leadership support, which is very important to you L&D professionals out there, and of course, leadership commitment too. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my name. Actually, my profession is a MC too. I'm effectively bilingual in English and Mandarin, so I'm able to conduct Mandarin seminars or Mandarin courses too. All right. This is the final slide of mine over here. I just want to tell everyone that this is one of my favorite quotes when it comes to teaching. I believe in active participation in classroom-based teaching to increase our learners and students' understanding of subject matter. Now, to me, this is the true definition of teaching. And I always believe in this quote over here by Benjamin Franklin. Tell me about it, I forget. Teach me, I remember. Involve me, and I will learn. Thank you very much to all of you, and of course to our L&D professionals. Please do enjoy the rest of the webinar, and